Alright, what is going on YouTube? Welcome to the channel. Alright, so this is Falls Church area here in Northern Virginia. Just leaving Arlington, Alexandria area. And this is Route 66 right in front of me, but we are actually avoiding it. I put no tolls in for my direction autopilot setting. Now, it doesn't know that 66 is not a toll road, but it's like an HOV timed thing. So like certain hours of the day you can go westbound only with 2 people in the car. And if you don't have 2 people in the car, then it becomes a toll road. And it's certain hours of the day. Also the direction you're heading. To simplify that, it's like this. If you're in the suburbs of Washington, D.C., and you're heading towards D.C. in the morning, then you have to be with 2 people in the car. And it's opposite in the evening. So if you're in Washington, D.C., heading back towards the suburbs, and you have to have 2 people in the car in the evenings. So they do it from like, I think 6:30 to 9:30 in the mornings, and then 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. in the evenings. So being from the DMV area, you have to know these things. Not only 66 is a very important road for us, it connects, us to Washington, D.C., and as well as the western side of the counties and into the mountain area, all the way leads into how you get down South Virginia. So there's a lot going on with 66, but the second most important road I think here is, wow, so I wasn't sure where I was going, and man, I almost ran a red light there, but good thing FSD stopped. And then it made me wonder what I was doing, because I kind of nudged it through. I thought I was supposed to make a right turn, but FSD had registered to go straight. Now, I know this area I can go either way, but I was wondering why I didn't go. So, yeah, look, the person behind me is getting pretty upset with this phantom braking. So, that's one thing you kind of have to keep in mind, that it is a symbiotic driving. It isn't quite there yet as a full autonomous vehicle yet. I mean, it can be, but we don't want it to be, because it makes mistakes. Nothing beats your brain in the driver's seat and the amount of series of decisions that it's doing while it's sitting here. So far, we have not been able to create a computer that is as good as your brain. But just know that Tesla is pretty advanced as far as what they did create. This is going to be the foundation of Optimus as well too. So you can expect Optimus to begin to make mistakes and then over time grow and learn from them. Just like the way FSD operates, it uses all Tesla vehicles and the data that it collects, and then it shares the data back to the rest of the vehicles. So I assume whenever Optimus gets implemented, then it will do the same thing. In other words, like Terminator style, it's gonna like learn, and then it's gonna teach all the rest of the Optimuses in the world. All right, yeah. So what is your guys' guess on the year that someone like me or you watching this video can purchase Optimus? My guess is like 2032, something around there. And why I say that is because we have to think about the process on this, right? I think the robot will come a lot sooner than 2032. There's actually a prototype walking around today. Now, once they mass produce them, I think the first customer is going to be Tesla. Don't you think? They're going to be working right there in the factories, right? They're going to have these robots basically making the cars. They're gonna have, they actually already have robots making the cars, but the thing is, these robots don't have faces and arms and limbs like the way we do. They have like if you ever seen Iron Man, you know, Dummy from Iron Man, it's the little mechanical arm that he keeps. You know, Elon has those all over the place in his Tesla factories. Those are real, very, very real. Yeah, so my guess is the first thing is gonna see the robots in the factories creating the cars. And then my guess is it will go to the government and other companies next as a commercial. So then once other companies and the government notices what Tesla's doing with these robots, they'll purchase them, you know? And then from there, we're gonna be able to see a consumer version. Yeah, and I think that consumer version is just gonna be able to do some like simple tasks at first, and then go from there. I wouldn't expect like, oh, it's gonna do the dishes for you right away, you know, like it'll be able to watch you, you know, because if you think about it, it's like cameras. Your car can watch you right now, you know. If it can figure out the limbs, it may be able to shake your hand, who knows. It probably will be able to drive. My guess is it's gonna share the exact same knowledge that FSD has, and this thing can freaking walk over to your driver's seat, sit in the Tesla, and then just drive for you. So this way, there is still something operating the vehicle. Who knows? This is just a wild guess of mine. I probably wouldn't let Optimus drive because I already am. I don't see the point of having him sit here too. But who knows? I mean, comment below, what do you think the purpose of Optimus is going to be? Or how are you going to use Optimus? Do you plan on buying an Optimus robot for you and your family? Are you scared to bring an Optimus robot inside your home? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. These are going to be some things that I think are going to be regular discussion here in the next 5 years or so. I think we are a little early talking about that, since we are still haven't solved autonomy yet. We solved real world artificial intelligence decision making. Believe that or not, the ability to make decisions in the real world, we have solved that. To make the right decisions now, that's something that's going to take a while. Use Siri or Google voice assistant, for example. Okay, this is the very first version of, in my opinion, real world AI. Okay, you ask Siri, what's the score of the Super Bowl, whatever game, World Cup, basketball, my Washington Wizards, how did they do? And it will give you a live answer. Not just that, you know, it'll give you history, it'll give you all sorts of things. You can even ask it questions now, which has led into ChatGPT, which is super weird. If you haven't used it yet, it's a live artificial intelligence that you can ask whatever. Google has now implemented their own version called Bard. And there's also an AI Bing search. So this stuff is really interesting. I mean, did you guys know that the company that makes ChatGPT is called OpenAI? And it was started by a group of people, actually, Elon Musk being one of them. And so he has a big hand in this. And if you go back and you watch some of the YouTube shorts of Elon Musk back in like 2014, 2015, 2016, these years especially, notice one thing that he says, and that he screams, it's artificial intelligence. You know, he's like, man, I've been trying to talk to the world leaders about we need to regulate this stuff, blah, blah, blah. And they all just laugh, you know? But the truth is, who knows the truth? He may not be wrong. He may not be right. He may just be trying to scare people. But then again, I see this stuff in front of my eyes and I'm like, whoa. You know, I don't know really, I'm not a robotics mechanic, or I'm not certified in really understanding the algorithm behind artificial intelligence, but excuse me, I am a user, okay, and I use it every day. Not only with FSDBETA, I use it on my phone with Google and Siri, you know. So yeah, just thought that that's something that, you know, it's not only become part of our lives, I think it's going to be a primary focus in the future. It will start automating jobs. I think it already has started automating jobs. I think it's something to learn, you know, learn how to utilize it. One thing I like to talk, you know, about is harness the power. You know, doesn't really mean like let it take over you, but you need to learn how to use it before it comes down to a point where it's using you, you know, and you're just follower to AI. I don't want to use any other words there because it is scary. You know, I'm already noticing some things that are like, look at me, you know, I'm not even driving. AI is driving. But just know that there's a lot more going on than just the driving, and people cannot wrap their heads around, you know, the AI and how much it's like not only taken over,